Searching for that special Christian gift? We've got you covered. Welcome to BibleTales963.store, your one-stop shop for everything Christian-themed. From stunning jewelry to heartwarming home decor, we've got it all. Looking for something unique? Check out our custom-designed apparel and personalized Bibles. Imagine gifting your loved ones something that truly resonates with their faith. Our products are perfect for birthdays, holidays, baptisms, or just because. And the best part? They're all affordable and family-friendly. Join our community of faith-filled shoppers and find meaningful gifts that inspire. Plus, every purchase supports ethical sourcing and sustainable practices. So why wait? Visit BibleTales963.store today and give the gift of faith that will be cherished forever. Find the perfect expression of your faith. Shop now at BibleTales963.store.
The Book of Numbers. It's not the most glamorous title, is it? It sounds a bit dry, a bit dusty, like an old textbook left too long on a high shelf. But don't let the name fool you. This book is anything but boring. It's a story of faith, rebellion, and God's unwavering love for his people even when they stray. Numbers picks up the story of the Israelites in the wilderness. They've escaped slavery in Egypt and witnessed miracles at the Red Sea and Mount Sinai. Now they stand on the edge of a new chapter, the promise of a homeland. But the journey is far from over. Through it all, we see the faithfulness of God and the importance of trusting in his plan, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. Imagine a vast plain, stretching as far as the eye can see. Thousands upon thousands of people gathered, their tents dotting the landscape like stars scattered across the night sky. This is the scene in Numbers 26, where we encounter the second census of the Israelites. The first census, conducted shortly after the Exodus, had revealed a people burgeoning with new life and hope. Now, after years of wandering, a new generation had risen. Each tribe was carefully enumerated, their names and lineages recorded for posterity. The Levites, set apart for sacred service, were counted separately, their role as spiritual leaders reaffirmed. The census revealed that none of the generation who had left Egypt save for Joshua and Caleb remained. This act of counting wasn't merely about numbers, it was a tangible expression of God's order, his meticulous care for his people. As they prepared to enter Canaan, this census served as a powerful symbol of hope, reminding them that God was with them, ordering their steps. The story of Zelophehad's daughters, nestled within the legal pronouncements of Numbers, shines with remarkable relevance even today. These 5 sisters, orphaned by their father's death, found themselves facing a societal norm that threatened their future. In ancient Israel, land inheritance was passed down through the male line. Without a brother, Zelophehad's daughters faced the prospect of losing their family's stake in the Promised Land. But these women were not content to accept their fate passively. With remarkable courage, they approached Moses and presented their case. "Why should our father's name disappear from his clan because he had no son?" they asked. "Give us property among our father's relatives." Numbers 27:4. Their plea wasn't merely about land, it was about justice, identity, and a woman's place in society. God listened to their petition and declared that they were indeed entitled to inherit their father's property. This divine decree set a precedent, establishing a legal safeguard for women's inheritance rights. Section 4. Passing the torch, a new leader arises. The wilderness journey had been long, fraught with challenges that tested the Israelites' faith at every turn. Through it all, Moses had stood at the helm, their unwavering leader, their conduit to God. But as they neared the Promised Land, a sense of transition filled the air. Moses, advanced in years, knew his time was drawing near. God had already chosen a successor, Joshua, a man of unwavering faith and courage. In a poignant ceremony described in Numbers 27, Moses formally commissions Joshua as his successor. With the elders of Israel gathered around, Moses laid his hands on Joshua, transferring not just authority, but also a portion of the Spirit that had guided him. This act was both symbolic and deeply spiritual. It signified a transfer of power, of responsibility, and of divine anointing. Section 5. Sacred Rituals, Offerings and Vows. The aroma of burning incense mingles with the bleating of lambs. The priest, clad in white linen, raises his hands in prayer as the smoke ascends towards heaven. This is a glimpse into the world of sacrifices and offerings that formed a central part of Israelite worship. Numbers 28-29 provides a detailed account of the various offerings required of the Israelites. these weren't mere empty rituals, they were tangible expressions of devotion, gratitude, and atonement. Each offering, from the daily burnt offerings to the elaborate sacrifices during festivals, pointed towards their dependence on God and their desire to live in right relationship with Him. The burnt offering, for instance, spoke of complete surrender and dedication to God. The peace offering symbolized reconciliation and fellowship, and the sin offering served as a powerful reminder of the consequences of sin and the need for atonement. Beyond sacrifices, the Israelites also made vows to God, promises of devotion or self-denial made in exchange for His blessing or deliverance. These detailed instructions underscore a profound truth. True worship involves more than just words, like comment, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. To support this channel, visit our Christian-themed store at BibleTales963.store. Every purchase really helps to bring you more content. Section 6. A Time for Justice. The War Against Midian. The Israelites' journey was not without conflict. Surrounding them were nations whose idolatry and hostility posed a constant threat. Numbers 31 recounts one such conflict, the war against the Midianites. This wasn't a war of conquest or territorial ambition, it was a war of justice, a divine judgment against the Midianites for their role in leading the Israelites astray through idolatry and immorality. The Israelites emerged victorious, defeating the Midianite armies and executing their kings, including Balaam. The spoils of war were divided according to God's instructions, with a portion dedicated to the Lord as a tribute to His sovereignty. The war against Midian served as a stark reminder that God is holy and just, and that there are consequences for leading His people astray. Section 7. Land of Promise, Boundaries and Belonging. After decades of wandering, the Promised Land lay before them, a land flowing with milk and honey. But before the Israelites could settle down and enjoy its bounty, clear boundaries had to be established. Numbers 34 describes in meticulous detail the geographical boundaries of Canaan. Each border, each landmark, was divinely ordained, outlining the inheritance God had promised to Abraham and his descendants. This wasn't just about dividing land, it was about establishing order, preventing future disputes, and ensuring that each tribe had a place to call home. Within these boundaries lay 6 designated cities of refuge, safe havens for those who had unintentionally killed someone. These cities, described in Numbers 35, offered protection from revenge killings and ensured that justice was served through due process. As the Israelites prepared to inherit their promised land, these provisions served as a blueprint for a just and equitable society, a testament to God's meticulous care and foresight.